So back to the three types of content in AspDotNet Storefront again. We took a look at topics, we took a look at XML packages, and that finally leaves the form pages like account and checkout, which are active server pages with the ASPX extension or controls with the ASCX extension. So let's go out to the Solution Explorer here, and I'm in the web of my site. And if we scroll down, you're going to see a number of pages that are used on the front end of the site, like account, create account, checkout. There's a whole set of checkout pages for the multi-step checkout. Default.aspx, the home page. So these are the third type of content pages in the site. Now, the main difference between this third type is that if you go and you start modifying very heavily the pages in this site of these ASPX pages, you're taking yourself off the upgrade path. So let's take a look at a page like account.aspx. So this page, although it's not source code and you're not making a source code modification, is highly subject to new features, improvements, possible bug fixes. So when you do an upgrade, you're going to want those pages. And every time you make a modification to one of these pages, you are going to have to go and merge in every single change every time. And that gets burdensome. So it's highly recommended that you don't just willy-nilly modify these pages. There's nothing wrong with modifying these pages. Even though I say it takes you off of the upgrade path, it doesn't necessarily mean you're not going to be able to upgrade. It just means that the upgrade path is a simple, clean upgrade where the only thing that you've changed is skins. And so therefore, every time you upgrade, you're just basically putting your skins on the new files for the site, for the new version, and then you're upgrading your database with an upgrade script. So that's a super simple type of upgrade. Upgrades with customizations are very common. It's standard practice. It's just different, and it's a little bit more time consuming. So the less changes that you make to these pages, the easier future upgrades will be. So that doesn't mean that you can't change the look and feel of these pages. Now in version 9.4.1, there was a very intentional change made to all of these pages to include global consistent CSS class names and the same structure on each of these pages. So the idea is for these pages, like account, let me go out to the front end of the site here, you want to mostly stick to modifying these pages with CSS unless you really need a change for a business requirement. You can really do a lot here right just from the CSS file of the site by changing the look and feel. For instance, if you didn't like the way that this looked and you wanted your first name on the left of the box and you wanted each of these boxes on their own line and you wanted them all the same width, you could do all of that right from the CSS file and you never have to touch the active server page. So I'm not going to go too deep into what an active server page is. Just like XSLT, there's a ton of information out there on the web about web forms, about what these ASP.NET controls are and how they're used and the code behind. There's quite a bit to that. There's a lot of information there. So if you want to learn more about active server pages, I would recommend going out there. There's quite a bit of documentation on the Microsoft website.